Okay, this is an examination problem. Following figure shows a simply supported beam of uniform section whose moment of inertia is 4.3 into 10 raised to 8 mm raised to 4. For the loading shown, find the position and magnitude of the maximum deflection. Take E is equal to 200 kilonewton per millimeter square. Okay, so this is the given data. Now let us proceed. Whenever you have UDL, you have to first see whether the UDL is from any of the ends, right? If the UDL is, let us say, starting from this end, A to D, if I were to have UDL like this, then you could have taken B as the origin and a section somewhere here on the UDL, right? If it were to be up to B, right, from D to B or C to B or entire span, then you could have taken origin as A or reference point as A and my section XX somewhere here, right? But now here in this numerical, he has given UDL only for this span, which is 4 meter length, which is 1 meter from left hand support, 1 meter away from the left hand support, and 3 meter away from the right hand support, right? So when you have, like this, you need to do slight modification in the loading diagram, and then you have to proceed. Now, first what we'll do is we'll find the support reaction. This is the first step you need to do. Support reactions. Okay, so let me take moment about point A. So point A is the support, or it is also the end, so the bending moment there will be 0. So 0 is equal to, I have RB, that is reaction at B, RB into the distance is 8 meter, 8. There is only this UDL on top, so minus 40 kilonewton per meter is the intensity, into the length is 4 meter, so into 4, and this is the total load due to UDL, and this is acting at the midpoint of this 4 meter span, at the midpoint of C and D. So 4 by 2 will be 2 meters plus 1, so that will be 3. So 40 into 4 into 3, or RB is equal to 40 into 4 into 3 by 8. So this is 60 kilo Newton. Also RA plus RB is equal to 40 into 4 meter. That is the only load on the beam, our UDL. So this will be 160 kilonewton. Therefore, RA is equal to 160 minus 60, that is 100 kilonewton, right? So I have found the support reactions. Now, what I have to do is I have to consider a section always on the last section of the beam. That is, I'm taking A as origin, so DB is my last section. If I take B as origin, then AC will be my last section, right? And beyond X, there should not be any load other than this reaction, right? So I'm just going here. This is my given numerical. This is 1 meter. This UDL is 40 meter per second, and this is the other end of the beam, right? Now, what I am doing is I am taking a section XX somewhere like this, right? So this is the last section. So here I am taking XX. I'll just call this as X and this as X, and this point will be capital X, right? Now what construction or modification you have to do is you have to extend this UDL till this section X, right? So I'll just, for us to understand better, I just made it like this. I'll just move this closer. All right. So I have got this extension uh, till this section XX. Now my problem and this are not same, right? So for this, to make it same, what I'm doing is I am applying another UDL of same magnitude but in opposite direction at the bottom. So this is like multiplying and dividing by any number in a equation, right? You multiply and divide by 2 to a equation, it will not change the value, right? So I have added a UDL which is of 40 kilonewton per meter. So this is 40 kilonewton per meter. This is also 40 kilonewton per meter. Only difference is the UDL here, this red color, is acting in opposite direction to that of this UDL, right? So in effect, there is no change in the loading on the beam, right? So with this construction, now let me just mark the dimensions. So I need this point, right? Then I have, I'll not take this point B now. I'll directly take this X. So yeah, I will need this also because there is the other UDL. Yeah, from here it is. And this point is also right. Now, what is the value? Uh, this I am taking as X meter, right? Now, this length is 4 and this is 1 meter, right? So, this is 1 meter. I'll just draw another line here. Slightly up, and this is 4 meter, that is given in my numerical. This is 4 meter, right? Now what will be this length? This is x minus of uh, sorry, I need this length, right? I think I made a mistake there. I will need this length, not that one. So this will be uh, x minus of 5, correct? This is x minus 5, and this will be x minus 1 at this point, and this will be x. So with this, let me just take this diagram to my word, and we will calculate. Yeah, right. Now what we have to do, we have to find the bending moment at x. Bm at section xx, right? So right there only. M suffix x is equal to, now what will be there? I have reaction at this point. This is A, RA is 100 kilonewton. So 100 into perpendicular distance is x. So it will be 100x. There is one more upward UDL, which is 40 kilonewton per meter. So that will also be positive, plus 40 into um, x minus 5 whole square by 2, right? We have done this type of numerical. It is actually x minus 5 is this length, and it is acting at the midpoint of x minus 5. So it will be 40 into x minus 5 into x minus 5 by 2. So it becomes 40 x minus 5 whole square by 2. And then I have this UDL which is acting downward. So that will be negative, so minus 40 into, I'll just copy this, only that value inside the bracket will change. So this length of the UDL on top is x minus 1, right? So this will be x minus 1. So this is my bending moment value at section XX, and this is in kilonewton meter. I have taken everything in kilonewton and length in meter, right? Now also I'll just copy this equation. Where is that? Yes. Also we have this. So I'll take till here. Mx is equal to ei d square y by dx square. I'm just equating these two expressions now. I'll just have to copy this and put it here. Okay. Now in order to obtain the slope and deflection, I have to integrate this equation. What is asked in the question? For the loading shown, find the position and magnitude of maximum deflection. He has asked only maximum deflection. So I have to integrate this twice. Integrating above equation, we get, okay. What do we get? EI into dy by dx is equal to 100x. So it will become 100 x square by 2 plus 40. 40 by 2 is 20, or I'll just make this here again. This is equal to 100x plus 40 by 2 is 20, x minus 5 whole square minus 40, maybe 20 x minus 1 whole square. Correct? So this is what I have. Now I'm integrating this. 20 x minus 5 whole square. This will be, I'll just copy it as it is. I have to integrate this x minus 5 as whole. So it is x square. You have to do like that. So it will become x minus 5 whole cube by 3. And the last term will also be same or similar, minus 20 x minus 1 whole cube by 3, and there will be one constant C1. I have to find this by applying boundary condition later. Now again I have to integrate this. Integrating above equation again, we get EI into y. Dy by dx, integration of dy is y, is equal to, now this 100 by 2 will become 50. So it is 50 x cube by 3 plus this will be 20 by 3. I'm just keeping that constant out, and this will be x minus 5 whole cube is there, so it will become raised to 4 by 4 just make it as 20 by 3 into 4, like this. Just copy the same thing. Sorry, minus 20 into x minus 1 raised to 4 by 3 plus 4 plus C1x plus another constant C2. Right? Now let me call this equation 1. Let me call this equation 2. Okay. Now I have to apply the boundary conditions to find the value of C1 and C2. uh, applying boundary condition at x is equal to 0. What is x is equal to 0? The x is from this point, that is this support, right? So at the support, the deflection will be equal to 0 at support A. Okay. Now I am putting this in this expression. So what will I get? We get EI into 0. So that will become 0 is equal to this term will be 0 because there is x and x is 0. 0 minus 5. Like I said yesterday, any term in the bracket, if it is 0 or negative, you have to drop it. So this is again becoming 0 minus 0 minus 1. So that is also negative, minus 0 plus C1x. X is 0, so this will also be 0 plus C2, or C2 is equal to 0. In most of the expression, most of the numericals, you get C2 is equal to 0. Very rarely you will get value for C2, right? So here also we got C2 is equal to 0. Now I have to put another boundary condition. Applying boundary condition at x is equal to L. What is L? L is the complete length of the span, and that is 8 meters. So I have to put the value. I'm not deriving an expression here. So 8 meter. Again, y will be 0. What does this point? At support B. That is the other end of the uh, simply supported B. Now again, let me put these values. We get this will be 0. So 0 is equal to, now here it is not 0, right? So it is 50 into x cube and x value is 8. So 50 into 8 uh, cube by 3 plus 20 by 6 is there, or it will become 5 by 3. 5 by 3 into, this is 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. 3 raised to 4. Correct? Then what do I have? Again, this will become 20 and 4. It becomes 5 here. 5 by 3. Oops. There is a minus. Minus 5 by 3 into x minus 1. X is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 raised to 4. Right? Plus C1x. X is 8. So it will be the 8C1. Now you have to solve this. Just find this value, take on the other side, and then divide by 8. Let me just do this. 50 into 8 cube by 3 plus 5 into 3 raised to 4. Oops, I made a mistake there. I don't have my calculator. This is easier. 50 into 8 cube divided by 3 plus 5 into 3 raised to 4 divided by 3 minus 5 by 3 into 7 raised to 4. This value, right, from here to here, it is 4666.66. If I take it on the other side, it will become negative 4666.66 and divide that by 8. So divided by 8, so I get 583.33, right? Or C1 is equal to 583.33. There is no unit, this is a constant, right? Now I have to put value of C1 and C2 in equation 1 and 2. I will get general deflection equation and general slope equation, right? So put C1 and C2 in equation 1 and 2. See, until this point, it is common for all the numericals. You have to do all these things. So I'll just copy this. EI dy by dx is equal to 100 x square. So I'll just cut this, make it as 50 x square plus 20 by 3. I'll just keep this as it is, and C1 is, this is negative, and that's the sign there. So this will become minus 583.33. Okay, let me call this as equation 3 now. Equation 3 is the general slope equation. Let me copy this equation 2. C2 is 0, so I'm not copying that. EIY is equal to 50x cubed by 3, this will become 5 by 3, 5 by 3, and C1 is minus 583.33. It is minus 583.33 into x, and this equation we'll call it as 4, right? Now this is general slope equation, this is general slope equation, this is general deflection equation. Okay, I got both of these equations. Now in the question what he has asked is, find the location or position and magnitude of the maximum deflection. See, where there is maximum deflection, the slope will be 0, right? At, or I'll write another boundary condition, when deflection is maximum, slope will be 0, right? So I have to use which equation? General slope equation I will be using. So in this, dy by dx will be 0, and from that I will find the value of x. X is the only unknown. I have to find this value. So now put dy by dx equal to 0 in equation 3, we get, what do we get? Help me. This will be 0, ei into 0. So left hand side will become 0 is equal to, all these things will remain as it is. So I'll just copy this like this, right? Or now let me use my calc because I'm running out of time. 50 a square plus 20 into a minus 5 whole square divided by 3 minus 20 into a minus 1, um, let me just try this. Whole cube divided by 3 minus 583.3 is equal to 0. So by solving this, we get x is equal to 3.79 meter, right? See, there is a catch here. The value of x, that is the maximum deflection point, should be between the point C and D. It cannot be in between A and C and D and B always, because the loaded section of the beam is C to D here, right? So the value I got is 3.79. So it is, if you subtract 1, 2.79. So it is somewhere here, right? Somewhere here you will be having the maximum deflection. So that is justifiable. If you are getting the value of x as less than 1 or more than 5, then you have to check back your calculation. You might have done something wrong. So here I am getting in between that point. So this is fine for me. Now the maximum deflection. Maximum deflection is from this. What I'll do is y is equal to 1 by ei, and I'll just put all this thing inside a bracket, right? So it's easy for me to calculate now. So I am calculating y max. Y max is equal to, now I'm substituting the values directly in this. What is E? E is 200 kilonewton per millimeter square, right? Or 200 kPa, or um, or it will be 200 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square, which will be megapascal, right? So I need it in kPa. Yes, before this I will just calculate here. EI is equal to, see, he has given 200 kilonewton per mm square. So I will write it like this: 200 into 10 raised to 3, right? Newton per mm square, or I will call it as MPa, right? What I need here, this bending moment, I have substituted in kilonewton meter, right? So this is mega Newton per meter square. MPa means Pascal means Newton per meter square. So this is 10 raised to 6. So actually this becomes 10 raised to 3 plus 6, 9 or giga Pascal, right? Uh, this multiplied by I कितना है? 4.3 into 10 raised to 8, 4.3 into 10 raised to 8, and this is mm raised to 4, right? Now this I have to convert to meter raised to 4, so I have to multiply this with 10 raised to minus 12. So 8 plus minus 12, or 8 minus 12 is minus 4. So I'll just make this as minus 4 meter raised to 4, and this is Pascal. I have to make it kilopascal. So this will be 10 raised to 6 uh, kilopascal. Now you just multiply these two values, you will get EI. Otherwise, it will become very messy in this expression. So 200 into 4.3 is 860. See, this is 10 raised to 6 into 10 raised to minus 4. So 6 minus 4 will be 2. So 10 raised to 2 is 100. So into 100. So it is, okay, it is ending in 5 minutes. 86,000. Just put that value here. Uh, Kilonewton meter square. Correct? Now put x as 3.79. 3.79. Can someone please calculate this? This will become 0 because this is x is less than 5. So this term we have to drop it. This will remain 3.79 minus 1, and this value will be 3.79. The deflection you get will be in meter. So 50 into 3.79 cube divided by 3 minus 5 into 2.79 raised to 4 divided by 3 minus 583.33 into 3.79 whole divided by 86,000. So this is equal to minus 0.01633 meter, or Y max is equal to minus 16 point,
16.33 raised to power minus 3.
okay, 16.33 meter. This is the maximum deflection and location of maximum deflection. Right? This is the solution numeric.